from beyond the arc, but he's a big-time scorer, averaged 20 points a game his junior year at Ohio State, was one of the best players in the country.
Former teammate of Aaron Kraft. To a cutting, Staten runs right into a defender. No whistle.
No travel or foul.
That's a dangerous pass. Gets to Hobson. Shot down the lane. Floats it home. Justin can't connect on a deep three.
Shot doesn't fall, but once again, you love the unselfishness. Elliott Williams could have taken the three himself, but he's trying to get Darrington Hobson into this game.
Demetri McCamey missing on the three there. Nice feed for Williams. Off the pass from Hobson. That one put up and in. Jared Shaw doing the dirty work down low.
And there was Hobson returning the favor, getting the ball to Elliott Williams on the fast break.
6-point lead again for Santa Cruz. Shaw with 6 points already. Kiefer Sykes, crossover into a pull-up, rolls off the iron, no good. Staten pushing the pace. He gets bumped. Do they give him continuation? And Uno for the former Mountie.
Staten missed it on purpose because he wants to stay in the game. It's the only explanation.
Well, of course, in college, they make the switch after a made free throw. I think in the D-League, they play on. McCamey's left wing. Step back, no, tipped up, rebound Thomas, and one.
No, not a lot of
5-point game again. Hobson his first bucket. Here's McCamey, former Bayhawk, Mad Ant, and Viper gives it off to Washburn, who sinks it. Dubs McCamey, Thomas, alongside Lane, Mufon Udofia, and Julian Washburn for San Antonio Spurs Jr. Up top, straight on three. Verdell Jones sinks his first triple of the regular season. He was 5 for 5 from downtown in the lone exhibition game against Reno, but was 0 for 5 so far this year.
Set play for Jared Shaw coming out of the timeout, but he didn't force the issue. He started to drive and he kicked it out to his open teammate. A lot of times when a guy hears his number called in a timeout, he's going to take the shot no matter what.
McCamey working on Jones, swims by him and lays it in. Pays off Elliott there.
And that's his second nice little flip shot that he's made in the paint, close to the rim. Austin tried to ice that ball screen. They did ice that ball screen, but Elliott Williams was able to knife that bounce pass through to Shaw.
Thomas working on Vereen. Good defense from Vereen, better offense from Deshaun Thomas.
Well, if you like watching football masquerading as basketball,
there's nothing better than an 80-79 game.
That's the worst kind of basketball game you can possibly have.
We'll agree to disagree.
And you know what? That's good. That's okay.
Austin won the D-League title in 2012. Inbounds to Jarrell Eddy. Passes it off. Thomas for McCamey. Has it stripped by Jones. Saved in Udofia for three. Rolls out. And Shaw the rebound. That shot came after the buzzer, and that will do it. Well, this game's over, Drew, because Santa Cruz is one who misses from up close. Almost did the splits. Udofia coast to coast. Instead bounces it off. Good look for McCamey, and he makes Santa Cruz pay.
That's good basketball. Deshaun Thomas. You can see he's mad at himself. He slaps his hand. When you're that good of a shooter, anytime you miss, you get mad at yourself because you think you should make every single one.
Darrington Hobson with the runner in the lane. Hobson ties the game up.
Grimacing a little bit on the defensive end.
His second field goal. Out to Lane. Open three. No good. He'll take that shot, though.
And Daniel Orton's got to know that he will take that shot.
Orton, good look. Saved the turnover there.
Yeah, didn't quite know where he was. I don't know how he got that pass through.
Hobson settles into a three. Just strong. A little more than 2 minutes into the second quarter. Tie ball game between two of the best teams in the D-League the past few seasons. Steal for Hobson, the outlet to Baker. Baker drops it off Verdell Jones over Eddy, no, and McCamey skies in for the miss.
Couple minsism.
Yeah, for reasons for LeBron James not being clutch, because that shot hit against the Orlando Magic came with like 7/10 of a second.
I don't remember reading that.
It was written a while ago. Of course, LeBron James has shown his bound, wrestled away by Deshaun Thomas. Johnson, the in and out dribble, stops at the block. Over to Bairstow, kind of fell into his lap. Beautiful offensive rebound. Orlando Johnson with the lefty finish.
Austin is just outworking Santa Cruz, and ever since Daniel Orton went to the bench, and what do you know, he pops up off the bench and he's coming back in because Austin is punishing Santa Cruz with second chance points in the last couple minutes.
Santa Cruz led the D-League in rebounding percentage coming into this game, but getting beaten on the glass here as of late. Hobson, beautiful move to the hoop. Can't float it home, however, from 13. Good outlet to Johnson. That's a goaltend. No, Johnson gets it back. Well, they get down low, blocked by Orton, his third rejection of the contest. Staten down the lane, floats it up, and no. Now a 3-on-1 for the Spurs. Sykes challenging Udofia and finishing with the left hand.
Mord flopped backwards and Orton went chest to chest. That would have been an offensive foul.
Kenny Lane back in.
But I like that Bairstow didn't try to take that charge. He tried to man up and go chest to chest with Orton.
Udofia short corner, Jay. He's starting to feel it. That one somehow didn't stay down. Got a piece of that.
It's real good defense by Orton, sliding his feet and staying in front of Thomas.
Verdell Jones double clutches and lays it in. That's a tough layup in midair.
And it all started with great defense, and Santa Cruz was able to get out on the break.
So it's an 8-point deficit Santa Cruz faces. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Jarrell Eddy's been mostly held in check from distance, just 1 for 3. Thomas throws it right to Verdell Jones. Crossover, foul given at half court. I imagine where number 81 now wears 11, and Suyash Mehta, the other official. Thrown over to Staten, extra pass, he'll get it back. Left wing, hasn't attempted a 3 this year. Crossover, bounces it down low, too hard and too high for Udofia. Scrambles to get it back, saves it off Endoy out of bounds.
And glides to the rim. When he's on that left side, he is almost unstoppable.
So effortless for Elliott Williams at times. How he could pour him in like that. McCamey up top, 8 to shoot for the Spurs. Works around Jones. Crossover between his legs. Dishes into the corner. Eddy got hit on the release. No foul. Missed the 3. Back to Udofia. Left corner 3 is short. Rebound Udofia. Out to Williams. 18 seconds. They want the 2-on-1, and now Staten will bring it out. Throws it to Jones. And Santa Cruz will hold. Udofia threw it away. Endoy the steal. But now it's collected by Staten. Shot of the game that falls through.
I was watching Williams come back down the floor, and he should have turned around right when he crossed half court to locate Eddy, and Eddy just sprinted right behind him, caught it, didn't even think about it. That's what we were talking about when we said that Eddy needs no space and no time.
And here he is across half court with a rock again. 11 points for Jarrell Eddy after that shot air ball on the other end. Eddy has it on the right side.
Darrington Hobson alertly switched because Elliott Williams got caught on a screen.
McCamey drive and dish. Thomas a corner 3, and that falls through for Deshaun Thomas.
I said it in the open that Austin looked like it was going straight in from our vantage point.
So 6 quick points for the Spurs to go back up 4. McCamey up top. He'll try a 3. Rolls off the iron. Udofia the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor for Austin. Eddy has his 3 blocked. Darrington Hobson there.
Udofia was late to get that ball to Eddy. Eddy was open, and Udofia, I think, was going to pull it back out. And then
Udofia manning the Austin offense. He was just activated as a result of the Cotton trickle-down effect when one guy gets called up. Some guy takes his spot in the starting line. Another one takes his place as a backup. Udofia had some success with the Delaware 87ers 2 years ago. This is Demetri McCamey, who had success in the D-League 3 years ago, but he misfires on that left wing attempt.
And the Warriors bailed out. That was just beautiful ball movement by Austin. Just tic-tac-toe around the perimeter until they got a wide open look.
Juwan Staten's first 3-point attempt of the season is in and out. No good. McCamey into the corner. Deshaun Thomas was feeling it from.
And shoot that, but And a smart play by Shaw. He didn't have his feet underneath him, but he saw the open teammate. It was like a hot potato.
Bairstow, he'll try a triple. Rattles out, no good. Tipped around. Williams down low for Jared Shaw, who trips over his own feet. It sure feels like he has more than one steal and one block on the defense.
Got a lot of deflections.
Mo Baker into the game along with Verdell Jones. Foul away from the ball. That's on them on the block.
He's not going to back down from that challenge, though, but you're absolutely right. That is not an easy guard for Udofia. He probably is going to need some help, whether it be a big post-to-post double or a guard digging down low.
Orton with 11 points, has it right now, spins on Ndoye, kicks it out. Baker, one dribble off the pump fake, pulls it up and puts it in. Oh, Baker, his first bucket of the game. He's been with this franchise since the Dakota Wizards were in the CBA. Orlando Johnson up top of right side, throws it away. There's Verdell Jones, 3 on 1.5. And Jones loses it, and was Orlando Johnson.
And we are not making this up, folks.
Verdell Jones a long 2. No good.
Worst shot in basketball. The long 2.
Especially if you're a Viper or a Bighorn. Johnson stripped by Mo Baker, saves it in beautiful outlet. Orton to Verdell Jones, who lays it up and in. Sykes averaging 10.5 points and 3.8 assists per game on the young season. Hobson backing him down a tad to the right wing.
The old 6'7" versus 5'10" point guard matchup. Good job by Sykes fighting over all these screens.
Hobson to the hoop, runner no, gets it back, wanted contact and didn't get the call. 7 seconds left, McCamey racing the other way. Off for Udofia, over Shaw, lays it up and in, wanted the and one. 3.4 seconds to go. The home run pass is tipped and stolen by Sykes, and he will save his shooting percentage. Pick and roll with Vereen doesn't quite work. Vereen now 0 for 2.
It's so tough to guard Elliot Williams on one side of the floor. He comes off of 2 screens at the top of the key, and you hit the guy at the top of the key, and Williams goes back door.
Bairstow lofts it in.
Nice touch from the big man.
Yeah, that's a tough shot right there. Bairstow now in double digits with 10. It's a 2-point lead for Austin. Williams into the corner, Jones, shot fake, down low, Vereen, head fake, puts it up, no.
It looked off.
Yeah, it's turnover number 13 for the Spurs. Santa Cruz with just 4 giveaways. Jones gets around, Sykes lays it in. He has 9. Sykes to McCamey, right wing 3, pops off front iron. Elliott wants to go. Elliott's got 20.
He wanted to go, but there was Anthony Vereen kind of in the way as he was going to set the on ball.
Rebound controlled by McCamey, and he's full steam ahead. Numbers for the Spurs, challenges the defense and works himself into a trip.
When you have the basketball, keep going until someone gets in your way.
McCamey played last year for the Oita NBL, averaging 11.6 points per game for the Cairns Taipans. Hope I'm saying that correctly. He goes 1 for 2 from the 1-point lead for the Spurs. Between 2 of the best teams in the Western Conference. Open 3 for Verdell Jones is short, and a steal.
And for Darrington Hobson, you got to forget about everything that's transpired so far here tonight. 2 of 13 from the field, just 4 points, 3 assists. You got to wipe that out and start with a clean slate.
McCamey, shot fake, hands it off. Sykes pulls from 20. He got it off in time and connects.
McCamey with a
5-point lead for Austin. Williams has 2 on him. Pops one over to Jones. Back to Elliott. Open 3 on the way. That's short.
Verdell Jones fell asleep. Sykes from the corner, cuts baseline. And what an acrobatic finish for the little guy.
7-point lead for the Spurs now. They led by 11 in the second quarter. That was their largest edge. Jones with Thomas towering over him. 5 to shoot for Hobson. Drives baseline. Kicks it out. Jones bombs away on a 3. It's short again. And Sykes the board, but misses from 2 feet.
Santa Cruz dodges a bullet. Deshaun Thomas left-handed, one at point-blank range.
Hobson working on Thomas. Tried to get him in the air, couldn't. Defers to Williams. Back to Darrington. Here's a 3. He knocks it!
On Thomas as opposed to being in the paint to help with the roll.
6-point lead for the Spurs. Williams races inside, lays it up and in with the left. He has 22.
Through Austin's first 4 games, he's not here, and you wouldn't even know it.
Kiefer Sykes out of Green Bay, the 2-time Horizon League Player of the Year. Off to McCamey, throws it back out. Thomas an open 3. Orton fighting Indoy for the ball. And it is Eddie to throw it in. McCamey, 2 on him.
But obviously, if you're Orton now, you got to be very smart.
And that's over the back. 4th DQ of the season. Gets it down low and gets an and 1.
Well, you see how valuable he is.
Game in favor of Austin.
And they're putting Sykes on Elliott Williams. Shows you how much Ken McDonald thinks of him on the defensive end as well.
Hobson left wing, over for State. Screen from Udofia, drives inside, bounces it back out. Hobson with 7 points on 3 for 14. Off 1 foot, tough shot from the baseline, misses. And sets a big screen on McCamey. Hobson down low, Vereen up close and personal and finishes.
They look locked in.
Sykes for a wide open McCamey. He drills the long deuce, and Austin's back on top. 7th lead change of the contest. Hobson inbound, gets to Williams. Wide open look from the short corner, and he rattles it down.
Well, if you're Austin. And he just popped right to the basketball, and everyone left him.
90-89 Santa Cruz, 3 minutes to go. Bairstow, left block, working on Vereen, spins inside, tough shot, too strong, tapped in by Orlando Johnson. Another O-Reb for the Spurs. That's their 13th carom collected off their own misses. Staten, right angle. 10 to shoot. Working on Thomas, crossover, foul line, Jay, off the mark. And McCamey loses it out of bounds, last touched by Darrington Hobson. And Santa Cruz will have to dig down on defense.
And here comes Orton.
Orlando Johnson gets the call. Foul on Darrington Hobson, goes 1 for 2. Staten up top. Pass to Udofia, gets it back, does Staten. At the foul line, looking to post up Udofia. Now puts it on the floor still and brings it back out. Looking for Orton, 5 to shoot. Throws it over to Hobson, he has to go. Back to Staten, contested jumper, splashes in over Bairstow. Austin undefeated so far. Williams posts up Orton.
Well, Orton could have been called for the sticking your butt out screen.
Staten looking for Williams. 8 to shoot for Santa Cruz. Here comes the ball screen from Udofia. Off to Staten. Long 2 in the air. Too strong. McCamey the rebound. 0.4 to play. McCamey gets the inbounds. Manned loosely by Staten. 2 high ball screens to choose from. Instead tries to dump it into the high post for Endoy. Gets it back, 7 to shoot for McCamey. Draws a double, runs into Orton. Cross-court feed, goes to Bairstow. Down the lane with 1 on the clock. Wide of the mark, tipped around and controlled by Daniel Orton. Santa Cruz calls time.
And the clock is still running, and they're going to definitely go to them
here. It goes to Staten, 3 seconds left. He has to go, crossover, dishes to Udofia, corner jumper, at the horn, it's good! Chris Utopia! Oh my! He wins the game for Santa Cruz,